Hello and welcome to another episode of Unboxing with Paul. And today I'm very excited to bring you Samsung's Galaxy A03, Samsung's refresh to their budget lineup. Let's take a look at it. Released earlier this year, this device retails for $129.99. It features 32 gigabytes of storage paired to 3 gigabytes of RAM, as well as a MediaTek MT6765 Helio processor. So not even a Snapdragon. In the box, we got a quick start guide, terms and conditions, as a single Type-C to Type-C cable, no wall adapter, twisted wire SIM ejector tool. This is what our Galaxy A03S looks like. Now we are packing a 6.5-inch 720 by 1600 IPS display with a 5 megapixel selfie camera. In the rear, we have a 13 megapixel main lens, a 2 megapixel macro, and a 2 megapixel depth lens. We still got a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, as well as Type-C port for charging. If we go over on the left side of the device, we're going to see our slot for our SIM card / SD card tray. And if we go over to the top of the phone, we're going to see another pinhole microphone, as well as a very minuscule slot for our earpiece. They've been doing a very good job of integrating that more and more and making it smaller and smaller as the years go by. And when we go over to the right side of the phone, we're going to see our volume up, volume down button, as well as our power button, as well as me being driven up the wall, because every single time I'm trying to turn up the volume, trying to turn it down, trying to turn down the volume on a phone call, trying to turn it up, I end up turning off my screen, or I end up ending the phone call. And I really wish that manufacturers would just put the volume sliders on the opposite side of the power button. Meanwhile, we don't have 5G on this phone. This is still a 4G device. We do have a massive 5,000 milliamp hour battery. This also features NFC. We're going to have to confirm right now once we get into the phone, make sure that it wasn't just the international versions that were able to get the NFC, and make sure that our domestic version was able to get the NFC as well. And real quick, before we run our Geekbench test, we can just confirm that we do have the 4 cores clocked in at 1.8 gigahertz for efficiency, and then the remaining 4 power cores are clocked in at 2.3 gigahertz for those heavier, more power intensive tasks. And I will be right back with you guys as soon as this is over. And we're back. So our Geekbench test took a little bit longer than what I thought it would, unfortunately, and we can see why. We have a 157 for the single core and a 714 for the multi-core, and those are really low numbers. If we can go ahead, and we're going to take a second in a bit to compare to the other ones, and again we're going to go ahead and see how our 157 stacks up against something like a flagship phone like a Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra. We see that has a 924 on the single core. We're roughly 1/6 of the way there. We roughly have 1/6 of the performance that a flagship device would have. And once we get to the phone, we can see this is a very nicely laid out phone with Android 11 upgradable to Android 12, of course. Again, typical Samsung fashion. And we're going to go ahead and we're just going to fire up the camera and see what kind of camera quality we're dealing with. Again, this is a budget phone, but we were very impressed with the Galaxy A13 4G variant, as the cameras on that were amazingly crisp, not only for its price range, but for the fact that it's a budget. It was just a very good camera. I recommend you go back and you watch our Galaxy A13 video, because the 4G variant, because the cameras on that, again, were quite crisp. So then that is what a selfie would look like. And then this is what video looks and sounds like on the camera of the Galaxy A03S 4G. We're going to see just how good or how bad this camera is as soon as we export the video when we're done with it. And then this is what the main camera looks and sounds like on the Galaxy A03S. Again, we're not going to be able to see just how bad or how good this camera quality is until we upload it and export it into our MacBook Air. You guys be the judge of that. Let me know in the comments, what are your thoughts on this phone? At this price range, you can't really make faces no matter what the specs are. And it is a Samsung phone, again, coming in at $129.99. And as always, thanks for watching.